Hi, I want to do a quick video today on taking care of your natural bristle brushes. I've got a little bit of an investment in them. This one right here is probably one of my favorites. It's a badger hair brush. I use it for tipping as well as applying paint. If you look carefully, you'll see a little bit of a Boston Whaler blue from where I tipped off the inside. But you can spend a lot of money on these brushes. I mean, right here, just with these three, I've got Arrowworthy, 2 red trees. There's probably 70 or 80 bucks worth of brushes right there. So you want to take care of them. So what I do, whether it's varnish or an oil-based paint or a topside paint, I have 3 jars, and I keep them full of paint thinner, but you can use mineral spirits, whichever's handy. So the only exception to cleaning the brushes, at least in my opinion, of cleaning the brushes with the paint thinner or mineral spirits is if I'm using epoxy paints or epoxy itself, glasswork, any of the resins. I'll use acetone to clean it out first. Don't have a jar full of acetone right here, but I'll clean it out with acetone, then I'll go through the sequence of using these. And what I'll do is, after I use one of these brushes, I'll do the red tree, is I pretty much will let it soak in jar number 1 for about a minute. Get rid of the excess. Go to jar number 2. Do the same thing. Just kind of progressively clean the brush. And then I'll let it sit in jar number 3, 5 minutes or so. Same stuff. Now, what I'll do once it's done with jar number 3 is I will use a spinner, put it in a bucket, spin it so it's semi-dry, and next I've got a jar of diesel. You can use kerosene, but you want to give it a dip in that, saturate it. And the whole idea is to just put a protective coating on the bristles. They're all natural hair. Diesel's a really, really lightweight oil. Let's get rid of the excess. Seems like a hair salon for brushes, but then I'll just comb it out and I'll put it in a if you have the original storage, it's best. I don't have it for this one, but what I will do is wrap it up in the newspaper. And what I want to do is get it in there nice and tight so that it holds the shape of the brush. And wherever the tip of the brush is, I fold it over. And basically just helps hold that chisel tip. It actually does a really good job. You might want to replace the newspaper.
Sorry. Wow.
You might want to replace the newspaper after a couple of times. It can get saturated, so you should keep it in a place where fire is not an issue, probably in the can. As far as storing the brushes, again, I like to give them a dip in kerosene, get rid of the excess with the spinner. You can also take it outside and shake it if you want. But I also keep a clean jar of paint thinner, because once I am going to use a brush that has been stored in diesel, I'll basically just clean it out in the kerosene and get rid of the diesel oil. We actually really don't want to mix diesel oil with any of the paints or epoxies or other resins that we're using. So again, stored in diesel kerosene, rinse it off with clean paint thinner or mineral spirits before you use them. The other thing that I do use as well, if a brush stays too long in and it gets hard, is this brush cleaner. I'll soak it overnight sometimes. It will clean the old paint off the brush. And I actually had one brush that got really stiff, almost unusable. I soaked it in this overnight, rinsed it out, then went through the whole stage and let it saturate, and it actually came out pretty well. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you have any tips on how you clean and store your brushes, share them in the comments. Don't forget to hit like, share this, and please subscribe. Thanks for watching.